something about yourself.
Okay, so good morning, ma'am.
Morning.
First of all, thank you to giving me the opportunity to introduce myself. I am Asmita. I belongs to Shravasti district, Uttar Pradesh. I have done my postgraduate diploma in plastics processing and testing from Central Institute of Plastic Engineering and Technology, Lucknow. I have done BSc in biology from Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia, Awadh University, Faizabad. I have also done O-level computer diploma from NELET. Now coming to my experience, that I have 5 years of experience as an quality engineer in automobile sector in multinational companies. So there are several companies like Panchkanya Group Nepal and Takahata Precision India Private Limited Neemrana Rajasthan and Senco Gosi Technology India Private Limited Bawal Haryana. Now coming to my job role and responsibilities. So I was responsible to handling suppliers. There are 85 suppliers under me. So I was responsible to handle them, and I handle all the customer complaint and prepare a countermeasure regarding that complaint. I was also worked as a trainer and team leader there. I prepare standard operation procedure and work instruction for the inspection of the part. So that's all about my, and many more, and that's all about my job role and responsibilities. Now if I talk about my achievements, so in my company, that was a Japanese company. So there was 2 terms like 5S and Kaizen, 2 terms in Japanese company. So I worked on that on shop floor and I was rewarded for that. And if I talk about my hobbies, I am fond of writing poems, reading books, and communicating with the people, and traveling is also one of my favorite hobby. So thank you. That's all about myself.
That's pretty nice, Ashmita. So, Ashmita, do you know who is the founder and co-founder of Byjus, the company which you're applying for?
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Byju Ravindran is the founder of Byju, and his wife, Miss Divya Gokulnath, is the co-founder of Byju.
Okay, because Asmita, you have applied for the sales job, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, do you know about the Byju's company's revenue?
Yes, ma'am. It is 2,800 crore in INR. And recently, I Googled and found that in December 2021, it was, and the Byju's value is 22 billion USD.
Yes. And in which year Byju's company has founded?
It is founded in 2011, but Byju's as an learning app is start from 2015.
Okay. So can you tell me about the latest news of Byju's company? Any latest information that you got to know recently about the
Yes,
Byju's?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Recently, Byju's has sponsored FIFA World Cup 2022 in Qatar.
Okay. And do you know what is your role as a BDA in Byju's? Are you clear with your role?
Yes, ma'am, I'm clear.
Can you please elaborate what
Yeah,
exactly the role of BDA is in the Byju's?
yes, ma'am. Actually, BDA stands for Business Development
Wait,
Associate.
Asmita, you're not audible.
Okay, ma'am. Hello.
Okay. So, okay, Ashmita, continue. What do you know about the job role of your job role, that is BDA in Byju's?
Yes, ma'am. So BDA stands for Business Development Associates, and the main role of BDA is contacting to the potential customers and counsel their children's for learning and to sell the Byju's product and generate the requirement of that product, and also to generate the revenue of the business.
Hmm. Okay, Asmita, as you told that you were a quality engineer, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you still working?
No, ma'am. I have left my job in July 2020.
Mhm. Okay. So you were a quality engineer. Also, you have a diploma in computer application, that is O level. So you could
Yes,
have
ma'am.
got the job in IT sector also, or you can continue with your engineering job, right? Then why do you
Yeah.
want to switch to a sales job, which is completely different from your previous experience?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Actually, ma'am, I have worked with Japanese companies, so there were
Mhm.
many departments like HR, accounts, sales, marketing, quality, and production as well. So, as a quality engineer, when
Mhm.
I joined that company, one of my friend also joined with me in the same company in sales department. So,
Okay.
I noticed that the growth of him is much better than me. He uh, he get a good growth within a year, but my condition was just stable. So I noticed also that I have a good communication skill because I worked as a trainer there, and I
Mhm.
also handle the customers and their
Mhm.
complaints. So I thought that why should not I try for sales? So that's why I'm trying to switch my job, and because sales
Oh.
is also very rewarding career, so
Mhm.
I want to go for sales.
Okay. So as you know that Byjus is an edutech company, right? So do you
Yes,
know the
ma'am.
difference between audio learning and video learning?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
Uh,
can you please elaborate?
yeah. Ma'am, see, as the pandemic start, the video learning gone to the peak, right?
Mhm.
When all the sources has been closed, at that time the video learning plays a very good role, and the advantages of video learning is that uh, we see we can retain all the concepts and with the consistency in our mind, and retention is very good. And in audio learning we just hear the thing. We did not we can't see that thing. So its retention is quite less than video learning, so I prefer that audio learning is very good for now.
Okay. So can you tell me any four competitor of Byjus?
Yes, ma'am. uh, there are Vedantu and
Yes.
mm, Unacademy.
Yes.
Uh, Sorry, ma'am, I can't
It's okay.
recall.
It's okay. So now, suppose you are a salesperson in some shop, okay? Now
Yes,
some
ma'am.
customer has come and he wanted to buy a mobile phone. But how will you convince him to buy a cell phone, buy a telephone instead of mobile phone? Okay,
Okay.
because
Okay.
telephone are the things of the past, right? Currently we are
Hmm.
dealing with the mobile phones only. So how will you convince them to buy a telephone instead of cell phone, instead of
Okay.
mobile phone?
Okay.
Yes.
So, ma'am, can I speak in Hindi?
Yeah, sure, you can.
Okay. So here, ma'am, I have to act as a salesperson, and right.
And you have to sell a telephone to the customer
Okay.
who wants to buy a mobile phone.
Okay.
Yes.
So, hello, ma'am.
Hi.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I want to buy a latest cell phone and latest mobile phone. Do you have any option
Okay.
for the same?
Yes, ma'am. There are so many brands in my shop right now.
Okay.
So, which brand you prefer, ma'am?
So can you show me the latest brand which have good quality and which provide me all the features in a reasonable
Okay.
price range?
Okay. So, ma'am, I can give you that. I can show you that phones. But, ma'am, इधर अभी मेरे पास टेलीफोन है. आप जानती होंगी मैम कि टेलीफोन
Yes.
अभी जब तक हमारे पास मोबाइल फोन नहीं था, टेलीफोन कितना ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट था. और अगर मैं इसकी क्वालिटीज के बारे में बात करूं मैम, तो टेलीफोन सबसे पहली चीज है कि टेलीफोन का रेडिएशन इतना हार्मफुल नहीं होता है. लाइक मोबाइल फोन जो होता है अक्सर हम उसको अपने 24/7 कहीं ना कहीं हम उसको अपने पास लेके रखते हैं, जिससे जो रेडिएशन होता है जो कि हमें इन फ्यूचर कैंसरस डिजीज भी दे सकता है। बट मैम जो टेलीफोन है
बट
इससे
मैं
आपको,
ट्रेवल भी करती हूँ, तो फिर
यस
इट
मैम,
इज नॉट पॉसिबल फॉर मी टू टेक द टेलीफोन। Okay, so mobile
यस
will be
मैम,
more handy. So that is
हाँ
why I wanted to buy a mobile phone.
या मैम
Yes.
आप मोबाइल फोन मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी और आप उसे कैरी कर सकती हैं, ले सकती हैं, बट उसके साथ में मैम जो टेलीफोन है मेरी शॉप पे ये बहुत ही एक्सक्लूसिव टाइप का टेलीफोन है। इसके बेनिफिट्स तो जैसे कि मैं आपको बता ही रही थी कि इसका रेडिएशन नहीं होता है, इसमें इसमें कोई चार्जिंग का प्रॉब्लम नहीं होता है, ये कंटिन्यूअसली थ्रू अ वायर ये काम करता है। और मैम जो सबसे बड़ा एडवांटेज है इसका कि इसका जो कॉल का जो कॉस्ट है वो बहुत ही कम है। लाइक आप 1 मंथ में 200 रुपीज सिर्फ पे करेंगी और आपकी पूरी फैमिली इसको यूज कर सकती है। वेरेज जो मोबाइल फोन होता है उसको आप कंटिन्यूअसली हर कोई मतलब 300-400 रुपीज उसको मंथली पेमेंट करना ही है उसको। तो जैसे कि आपने बताया कि आप ट्रेवल करती हैं तो आप एक फोन ले सकती हैं मैम, बट आपकी फैमिली के लिए टेलीफोन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होगा। लाइक आपकी मदर है या आपके घर में कोई ओल्ड पर्सन है जो कि यूज नहीं करना जानता है अगर मोबाइल फोन को, तो वो टेलीफोन को कैरी कर सकता है।
Okay, very nice.
और
So now, how do you sell a sweater in hot summer in the month of May and June? May or
ओके
June?
ओके,
Yes.
तो हेलो मैम,
Yeah.
हाय मैम,
Hi.
हाउ आर यू?
Hi. I'm good. Thank you.
वेलकम मैम। मैम आज आपको क्या देखना है मेरी शॉप पे?
Because it is a summer, so I want some clothes that will be good for the summer.
ओके, सो मैम अभी मेरे शॉप पे बहुत सारी ब्रांड्स में डिफरेंट डिफरेंट क्वालिटीज के ड्रेसेस हैं जो कि आप ले सकती हैं। बट मैम अभी एक ऑफर चल रहा है। मैम मेरे पास ये स्वेटर है, ये स्पेशली मैम कश्मीर के पश्मीना जो वूल होते हैं उनसे बना हुआ स्वेटर है, जो कि
But
बहुत ही
लेकिन अभी
ज्यादा,
तो गर्मी है. What I will do with this sweater?
यस मैम,
So I
हाँ
want some
यस मैम,
cool t-shirts, some cotton t-shirt, so that it can, I can beat the summer with that.
या
Yes.
यू कैन टेक दैट टी शर्ट्स मैम, बट मैं आपको अभी बता रही हूँ क्योंकि ये बहुत ही लिमिटेड ऑफर है मेरे पास। लाइक ये जो स्वेटर है मैंने जैसे बताया आपको कि ये कश्मीर के स्पेशल पश्मीना वूल से बना हुआ स्वेटर है जो कि रेयरली ही मेरे पास स्टॉक में रहता है। और अभी क्योंकि समर सीजन है तो मैं इसको ये 50% डिस्काउंट पे आपको मैं दे रही हूँ, तो आपको जरूर ये ट्राई करना चाहिए मैम। और ये जो कलर है इसका आपके ऊपर बहुत ही ज्यादा सूट करेगा, आप एक बार चाहें तो ट्राई भी कर सकती हैं। और क्योंकि ये बहुत ही डिस्काउंट पे है, मे बी आप कल आए या फिर नेक्स्ट सीजन में आए, विंटर में आए, तो आपको ये अवेलेबल ना हो पाए मेरे पास, तो
So
अभी आपको ये लेना चाहिए।
very nice. So my next question is, how to convince a customer to buy a yellow t-shirt despite having 5 yellow t-shirt with him? He already has 5 yellow t-shirt. Now, how will you convince him to buy one more yellow t-shirt?
ओके, सो
So you are a
हेलो मैम,
salesperson. Hi.
यस
Hi, Ashmita.
मैम, ये येलो कलर का टी शर्ट आप देखिए मैम, ये आपके ऊपर अभी बहुत ही ज्यादा अच्छा लगेगा जितना मुझे दिख
But
रहा है।
sorry, I already have 5 yellow t-shirts with me, so I don't need any more yellow t-shirt.
नो
So
प्रॉब्लम मैम, कोई बात नहीं, आपके पास ऑलरेडी 4-5 टी शर्ट्स का स्टॉक है। बट मैम आप बता रही हैं कि जैसे आपके पास 4 या 5 टी शर्ट्स ऑलरेडी हैं येलो कलर में, सो आई थिंक आपको येलो कलर कहीं ना कहीं पसंद है।
yes.
सो मैम ये जो शेड है इसका देखिए, ये मे बी आपके जो डिफरेंट जो आपके पास जो और भी टी शर्ट्स हैं उनसे कहीं ना कहीं थोड़ा और अच्छी क्वालिटी में है, शेड भी इसका अच्छा है। प्लस में मैम इस पे ये जो रेड थ्रेड से जो डिजाइन किया गया है इसका पैटर्न बहुत ही कूल लग रहा है मैम, और ये आपको बहुत सूट करेगा। और अभी मैम ये थोड़ा डिस्काउंट पे चल रहा है, तो आप इसको जरूर लेके जाइए और इस पे आप बहुत अच्छी लगेंगी।
Okay, very nice approach, Smita. So now if you are a salesperson in a cosmetic showroom, okay, and a lady buys a makeup kit from you, and you by mistake handed her a expiry product. The product that you handed her was expiry, which caused reaction to a lady's face. So how will you handle the situation now? Now she has came to complain about it. So now how will you handle that lady?
Okay. So, hi ma'am.
Hi Ashmita.
मैम क्या हुआ
So
आप थोड़ी सी नाराज लग रही हैं
yes, I have bought a cosmetic product from you, but the product was expired, okay, and you have not checked it, and you have handed it to me. So now can you see that I have this pimples and my skin got burnt? So now I'm going to
yes
complain
मैम
you in the complain about your brand and you in the consumer forum, or else I want the yes. Go ahead.
मैम फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई एम वेरी सॉरी लाइक दिस इज वेरी जेन्युइन प्रॉब्लम और ऐसा क्योंकि मैम आप जानती हैं मेरे ब्रांड में मेरे शॉप में कभी ऐसी प्रॉब्लम आप मेरी पहले की कस्टमर हैं तो मैम आपको पास्ट में कभी ऐसा सीन देखने को नहीं मिला होगा
बट अभी हुआ
बट
है और क्या तो आप मुझे इसका ओके आप मुझे इसका
आप
रिफंड करें
नहीं मैम
अदरवाइज
आप
आई कंप्लेन अबाउट यू इन द कंज्यूमर फोरम
नो मैम प्लीज आप ऐसा कुछ भी मत करिए मैम मैं आपको जो भी आपकी स्किन में एलर्जीज हुई है मैम मैं उसका प्रॉपर क्योर करवाऊंगी मैं ट्रीटमेंट करा दूंगी मैम उसका आपको कहीं कंप्लेन करने की नीड नहीं है मैम और जैसे कि आप जानती हैं मैम कि मैं खुद शॉप पे वर्क करती हूँ तो मैम मेरे लिए काफ़ी प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा आगे अगर आप मेरे अगेंस्ट कंप्लेन करेंगी तो और मैम जैसा ये प्रॉब्लम लाइक रेगुलरली या ऐसा कभी नहीं होता है मैम ये कैसे हो गया ये थोड़ा फाइंड आउट करना पड़ेगा मुझे बिकॉज हम लोग कभी कोई एक्सपायरी प्रोडक्ट नहीं बेचते हैं तो आपका जो भी प्रॉब्लम है मैम मैं उसको एक अच्छे डरमैट के पास लेके जाऊंगी आपको और आपका क्योर करा दूंगी मैम
okay very nice now as your a BDA job is to sell the Byjus product right
यस मैम
तो सपोज आप किसी कस्टमर के यहाँ पे गए हैं टू सेल द Byjus product so because this is an edutech company this is based this is an education based company so the customer may ask you some academic question okay so now
सॉरी
I'm
मैम
asking you the customer may ask you some academics related question okay
ओके मैम
because you're the first person who deals with
या
the customer
यस
to check the quality of the courses he or she may the parent may ask you the academic question so here there will be academic question and answer round I will ask you some academic question and you have to answer it okay so the first
ओके
question
मैम
is how many states and UT are there in India
India there are 28 states and 8 UTs
very good so how many colors are there in rainbow
there are 7 colors in rainbow that is 𝐕𝐵𝐺𝐤 violet indigo blue green yellow orange and red
okay so what is the volume of cube
volume of cube okay V is equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h
okay are you sure
yes
volume of
ma'am
cube okay so Smita volume of cube is side
sorry ma'am
I am asking you volume of cube it 1 by 3 pi r square h is the volume of cylinder okay it's okay
oh, okay ma'am ma'am volume of cube is V is equal to a की power whole cube
yes right so what is volume of cuboid
cuboid V is equal to length into width into height
so do you know what is third law of Newton
yes ma'am
okay
basically Newton has given 3 laws of motion so the
Mhm.
third law of motion is the action and the reaction like when the two body interacts each other they applied same magnitude of forces in the different direction so that is action and reaction
okay Ashmita Asmita, as you're not able to answer the volume of Q, okay? Now suppose I'm a parent, and
Yes, ma'am.
that, you know, you're the first salesperson is the first person who deals with the customer, right?
Yeah.
So lot of companies' reputations are there in the salesperson's hand. As you're not able to answer the one question, so the parents might judge that the teachers of the, like, tutors of the company are not like are not good enough to teach their kid. As the
Yeah.
salesperson who is there to, you know, mentor them, who is there to guide them, is not able to answer. So like, over and all, you are creating a big question mark in the reputation of the company. So in this case, why should I hire you, you know?
Uh,
See,
yeah.
as a salesperson also, because you're dealing with an edutech company, right? With an edutech product. So you must also know about the academics also. You should know how to handle the academics questions that may be asked by the parents. So in this case, why should I hire you?
Okay. So, ma'am, as I read in the article that the post which I applied for BDA, there is not any, there is no any academic requirements as of my knowledge that I have to learn this thing. But there is required is a good communication skill and convincing skill. So I think that I have both these skills. So you should hire me, ma'am, because if I talk about my academics, that at my time when I was in fourth, fifth, and sixth standard, there was not any video courses like Byjus. So I learned those things, but that was skipped by my side because I did not capture it very well. But when the Byjus, when if I uh, if I understand if I understood whole concept via video learning, then I must retain it. I can answer it very well.
Okay, okay. So now how can you convince me to buy your product in case if there are similar competitive products given by the other company?
Okay.
You want me to
So
repeat the question?
yes, ma'am. One more time.
Okay, it's fine. So how can you convince a customer to buy our product, that is Byju's product, in case there are similar competitive products given by the other company?
Okay.
You know, lot of companies are selling the same kind of product. Then how will you convince the customer to buy our product and not other company's product? This is the
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, ma'am, if I talk about Byju's, that everyone knows that nowadays Byju's is India's sorry, India's fastest growing company, and the main feature of Byju's is its visualization effect, right? So there are we provide three types of visualization effect. Like it is a 3D animation form. It is in air projection, like the India's educator. India's teacher, like if they draw any circle, that it is draw in air, right? So if they cut it, it seems to be visible all things. And also there are parental control in Byju's product. So the parent can know about their children, and there are if you want to lock the apps, you can lock the unnecessary apps, and the knowledge graph and adaptive learning is also there. So the Byju's is much better than any other apps. And the recently added feature is in Byju's is two teacher advantage. Like here, one teacher teaches the whole concept, and if anyone got any doubt, then the second teacher cleared the doubt instantly. And one-on-one mentoring is also there.
Yes. Very nice. Now suppose you have two customers and both are
Yes,
ready
ma'am.
to buy your product, but you have only one product left. Okay,
Okay.
means you have to sell only one product.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
out of that two customer, one is educated and rich family, and the other one is uneducated and rich family, okay, and the other
Okay.
one is poor and educated family. So whom will you sell the product?
Okay.
And you have one product.
Okay.
Yes.
Uh, so, ma'am, I will go for
Uneducated and rich. Uneducated and rich is the one family.
yeah,
Another family is educated but poor.
yeah. So I will go for poor and educated family because,
No.
ma'am,
Okay, poor and educated. Okay, okay.
yeah,
Why? Why so?
मैम क्योंकि जो पुअर पर्सन है मैं उसको इजीली कन्विंस कर सकती हूँ बिकॉज
Hmm.
मैं उसको बता सकती हूँ कि सर आपने कहाँ पे अपने एजुकेशन में किस जगह पे आपने लैक किया कि आज आपकी ये कंडीशन है आज आप फाइनेंशियली स्ट्रांग नहीं है आपके टाइम में जरूर बायजूस जैसा कोई फीचर नहीं रहा होगा आपने टेक्स्ट बुक से पढ़ाई करी होगी सो आपके जो कंसेप्ट थे वो कहीं ना कहीं क्लियर नहीं हुए होंगे उस टाइम और आप आज कहीं ना कहीं पीछे रह गए हैं आपने उस चीज को अप्लाई नहीं किया बट आज जब आपके चिल्ड्रन की बात है तो सर आपके पास हम इतना अच्छा फीचर बायजूस जैसा प्लेटफॉर्म आपको प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं जो कि आपके बच्चे को एक कंप्लीट पैकेज देगा उसके बेस को स्ट्रॉन्ग करने के लिए सो सर आपको जरूर एक बार ये ट्राई करना चाहिए और अगर जैसा कि
Okay.
आप जानते
So,
हैं
okay,
कि आप
Asmita, don't you think that selling a Byju's product to uneducated and rich family will be more easier? Because the family is uneducated, so they themselves can't guide their ward, right? So they want some other person to help them. And in Byju's, we have an entire faculty for that. So don't you think selling them your product will be more easier? You know, they are the poor families, already educated family, so they can guide their kids, right? Yes, your point was valid that instead of being education in spite of being educated, they are still poor, right? So
yeah
that gap, Byju's can fill the gap.
yes
But
ma'am
selling a product to an uneducated family will be more easier
I
because
think ma'am
they will need the help of some other person or the tutor for their kids. So
yeah
why
I
not
think ma'am this
uneducated and rich
situation
family?
is yeah the situation is like जहाँ पे
Mm-hmm.
मैम पुअर पर्सन और जो रिच पर्सन है उन दोनों की सिचुएशन कहीं ना कहीं सेम हो करके भी डिफरेंट है क्योंकि वो पुअर है और अनएजुकेटेड है जिससे
Mm-hmm.
पता चलता है कि उसकी पढ़ाई में कहीं ना कहीं एक बहुत बड़ा गैप रह गया इसलिए आज वो पुअर है बट जो अनएजुकेटेड है वो रिच है मैम तो अभी आज वो अनएजुकेटेड है लेकिन वो रिच है कल को जो उसका बच्चा होगा मैम वो अगर पढ़ाई नहीं करेगा तो वो अपना बिजनेस जो है या जो भी वो उनका अर्निंग का सोर्स है उसको आगे नहीं लेके जा सकता है तो मैम कहीं ना कहीं दोनों के लिए इसका एक इम्पोर्टेंट रोल है वन सेकेंड
Yes,
मैम
yeah, it's okay. Take your time.
सो मैम मेरे अकॉर्डिंग टू मी पुअर पर्सन को शायद वो जल्दी सोचे कि हाँ मेरा मेरा जो बच्चा है उसकी उसकी फाइनेंशियल कंडीशन अच्छी हो इसलिए वो परचेज करे वहीं जो अनएजुकेटेड पर्सन है उसको कन्विंस होने में मे भी थोड़ा टाइम लग जाए कि मेरे पास तो ऑलरेडी सोर्स ऑफ मनी है सो मेरा बच्चा अगर नहीं पढ़ता है तो कोई बात नहीं वो फ्यूचर में जाके मेरे पास जो मेरा बिजनेस है या जो भी है उसको वो कंटिन्यू करेगा तो वो अर्निंग कर सकेगा तो उस माइंडसेट के साथ में मे बी थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट हो जाए उसको कन्विंस करना
Okay. Now suppose a student goes for tuition at a teacher from IIT. Okay.
yeah
So how will you sell your product to that student who's already going to a teacher who is from IIT?
okay so
Yes.
ma'am here I have to play a role or just I have to
You
answer
have to play a role of the salesperson. You can answer also.
okay okay ma'am
You can
so
directly
ma'am
answer also.
Okay, ma'am, can I know that in which class the student is?
10th class?
In 10th
9th,
class.
9th class, okay, 9th or 10th class. Because
Okay,
generally
ma'am.
9th and 10th class students go to tuitions like from IITians or all.
Yeah.
So yes.
So मैम यहाँ पे क्या है कि जैसे आपका जो भी चाइल्ड है वो अभी 9th क्लास में है, आपने उसको एक IITian का गाइडेंस दिया जो कि बहुत अच्छा है मैम, बिकॉज IITian इज द बेस्ट। तो आप उसके गाइडेंस में अगर आपका बच्चा है तो वो बहुत अच्छा है मैम, बट क्योंकि जो IITian है उसके पास खुद का भी एक जॉब होगा, या मीन्स अभी नहीं है तो कल को होगा, फिर उस केस में आप क्या करेंगी? फिर तो वो आपके चाइल्ड को छोड़ के कहीं ना कहीं अपने जॉब पे जाएगा। सो मैम फॉर दैट पीरियड आई थिंक बायजूस इज बेस्ट प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि यहाँ पे जो हमारा एक्सेस जो हम देते हैं आपको, वो जो विजुअलाइजेशन इफेक्ट है आप बायजूस में, जो भी इसका नॉलेज ग्राफ है, एडेप्टिव लर्निंग है मैम, ये आपके बच्चे को एक कंप्लीट पैकेज देता है किसी भी कंसेप्ट को बहुत ही डीपली समझने को और उसको रिटेन करने को। इससे क्या होगा मैम, लाइक हम सभी ने अपने चाइल्डहुड में या अभी भी मूवीज देखते हैं, ड्रामास देखते हैं, बचपन में
Okay,
रामायण
Ashmita. Okay, okay.
महाभारत
You're not
देखा है।
audible. Just wait. Okay, it's fine. So my next question is, so can you give me some of the reasons which I should?
हेलो मैम,
You know,
योर
can you
वॉइस इज नॉट
explain?
क्लियर।
Okay, am I audible now? Yes, Asmita, am I audible now?
यस मैम, यू आर ऑडिबल बट योर वीडियो इज पॉज।
Is it fine now?
यस मैम।
Okay, Ashmita. So can explain some of the reasons about yourself which we should consider to hire you? Means basically why we should hire you.
ओके
And your qualities, what are your qualities on that basis, which if we have to do, suppose I have to hire you, then what are those reasons which I should consider for hiring you?
Okay. So, ma'am, I think that I have a good communication skill and convincing skill in myself, and I can motivate, I can manipulate the people. I can change their no to yes and bring a good business for you. So that, ma'am, you should hire me, and I will play a very good role as a BDA, because, ma'am, I am very punctual, and I'm enthusiastic kind of person. So also hardworking. So I will do my work very well, and yes, that's why you should hire me, ma'am.
And what is your salary expectations?
Uh, Regarding salary, ma'am, I'm quite flexible, but as per my knowledge, that I have read in somewhere that Byjus is paying for BDA profile is 7 lakh per annum with 3 lakh incentives. So if they are paying the same to everyone, then I'm okay with that.
Okay. So because the job is based out of Bangalore, okay. So are you ready to relocate to Bangalore?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready, because as I already told you that I have worked in Nepal, I have worked in Rajasthan and Haryana, so there's no problem to relocate.
Okay, Ashmita. So this is all about your mock interview.